We're back. Welcome back to another day of GhoulishGallery. Like I mentioned before, we are going to go back to the retrospective on the Scream series. Today, we are going to talk about Scream 3. Yes, we are finally at Scream 3. On the year 2000, Wes Craven, with Robinson and the rest of the gang, came back for a third film. This one is really high up there to me. This one chooses to do the old cliche of lore and dumping and having you understand more about Ghostface, the killer, who he is, and where all the roots started. It tries to fill the usual cliche of a trilogy and what it means to be a trilogy in a horror franchise. So, without further ado, let's jump into what my thoughts are on Scream 3. One of the favorites of
California Women's Crisis Counseling. My name is Laura. How can I help you?
Laura, I do have a crisis. I've killed someone, Laura. Are you listening to me? Huh?
Who is this?
Just one question. Do you think it's over, Sydney? Do you?
This is when it gets good. Scream 3, if you guys don't remember in my last review, I said that Scream 2 is just a 5 out of 7 good film. And the reason why is because the next film that came out after, Scream 3, is one of the best Scream films. This movie has a great story and great build-up. Even the intro itself is just great. In Scream 3, it starts off with Ghostface trying to kill this girl who's the wife of a famous actor. The actor gets a call about this and rushes home as fast as he can. But what's the twist in this one? In this one, Scream has a voice-changing device. He goes around using the husband's voice while trying to kill the girl, so when the husband actually goes home to help, she ends up attacking him thinking he's the killer, which lets Ghostface get the advantage and kill both of them. It's a really good beginning showing you what happened to one character from before, and also showing you what the new threat of this film is. The voice-changing machine that Scream uses is really awesome. I love how he tricks so many people and how he even gets the people to start turning on each other because they just don't know if they can trust the person or if it's just Scream with a voice-changing device. I really love this added on thing to the character, and it really helps for really creative ways he gets them. The story of this film is that there's a film producer who's known for making the stab movies. One day he hears that maybe there's not enough killings for there to be any more stab movies, and he decides, you wanna know what, I'm gonna go to the press and talk about how there needs to be more stab movies, cause right now he's really in the shit about it. Well, that brings on to another phone call to Sydney about how the original killer is still alive. Now, Ghostface is trying to kill her once again, and she has to once again face this guy she's faced before. But the question, who is Ghostface this time? Well, once again, I won't give it away to you guys who Ghostface is in this film, just like how I won't give away 2 to you. You guys just need to figure out yourself. The only hint I could give you guys is the film stuff. Really focus on the genre Stab, which is a movie within the film Scream 3, and that's the only hint I'll give you guys. Anyways, so I really love the atmosphere of this film. I love the whole Hollywood studio center they have for it. That's the centerpiece of this film, that they're in Hollywood studios. There's even one scene where the killer chases Sydney all over this film replica of a house for the next Stab movie. It's one of my favorite chase sequences, and really well done. Reminds me of the reason why I love Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet Frankenstein so much. That film's another Halloween classic, and in that movie it takes place in the whole atmosphere of a theme park, which feels like a studio they're in. I don't know, I just love the atmosphere of studios and parks and stuff like that, and it really works in this film. So within this movie, there's also a love quarrel between the journalist and the cop guy who's now a security guard for a famous actress. They have a love quarrel, but just give it a movie later and they'll be fine once again. All in all, this is a really solid film. I love the setting, I love the kills, I love the whole idea of him using a voice changer. It works so well to the killer's advantage. This is by far one of their best, and is on my list for one of my favorites. this film gets a 7 out of 7 perfect film. If I had to give any of the Scream movies a 7 out of 7 perfect rating, it would be this one. If you want to know what my favorite Scream film out of the whole genre is, it's this one right here. Now, if you guys want to know about Scream 4, well, we'll get to that. See you guys.
Why did you call your friend here then?
I don't know.
Oh well.
Couldn't you just ignore it?
Oh no, I couldn't do that. It would probably turn into a plot hole. Might be one already. Could sink the whole enterprise.
Oh my.
Listen, ladies, not to be rude, but I'm really not at all sure where I'm going with this, and you're just not helping. You should just go back upstairs for a cup of coffee while I try to figure out what I'm up to.
Well, if you think that's best.
Maybe I should just stop here. Or is that too moronic?
Is that too moronic? Indeed. Who can tell? It's a fine line between the stupid and the sublime. The night springs.